Today, from Ford Field in Detroit.
The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first, and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And going right back to Walker. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On the give, it's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker once more, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 21 carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Walker with another carry. Now he's loose down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10 and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
2nd and 5. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. St. Brown motioning left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 120 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. The They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it, the tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside handoff to Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open hole.
Touchdown, Seahawks! Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And got his man, complete. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Let's go. Chris Olave.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way. we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time run. Short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin with a rematch from the Elway, Montana days of Super Bowl 24. Denver taking on San Francisco. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. 3 touchdown passes in that one for Justin Herbert. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance, as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now, to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Straight ahead, Walker. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
He'll drop to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Charbonnet. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And now some motion up front. That may back this try up a bit. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep... There he goes, left side! And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the handoff, this is Walker. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Elliott. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick passing.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Walker.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They run again with Walker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it.
And he's across the chalk, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The throw over the middle taken in. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Riq Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.